Snake. I've got just the explosive to bust through that barricade. C4. We finished developing C4 charges. Take some with you.
To destroy the barricade north of the village, you'll need Composition 4 explosive. You've handled C4 before, right, Snake?
Yeah. I've been a regular user since the days of C3.
C3. Oh yeah, I remember. That stuff got brittle and useless in cold temperatures, so they upgraded. C4's a moldable plastic explosive. It's very stable and won't explode without a special detonator. Light it on fire and all it does is burn.
A lot of American soldiers in Vietnam used to use it as fuel.
Place it near the barricade and move to a safe location. Then hit the detonator button to blow it up.
I'm on it. Those giant footprints near the terminal. What do you think they were, Kaz?
It beats me. They're way too big, even for an elephant. Made me think of that basilisco Chico was talking about.
Hope it's not for real.
Same here. If they really do have that kind of weapon, we could be dealing with a basilisk in more than just look.
What do you mean?
There's a encyclopedia that describes the basilisk like this. The basilisk is the king of snakes. All snakes fear the basilisk and flee at its sight, lest they be slain by its foul breath.
A snake to take out a snake, huh?
I don't mean to scare you or anything, but it never hurts to be careful.
Will do.
When the enemy spots you and goes on alert, they may call in a backup strike team. These assault teams are heavily armed, well-trained, and highly dangerous. Amanda's crew calls them commandos. Unlike the patrolmen, these guys will actively, relentlessly track and hunt. There's one type of commando you really need to watch out for, and that's the kind toting shotguns. They can take a few hits and still keep charging you. And believe me, you don't want them closing in between those
Amanda, do I have to take the fork in the road back to the village?
People say there is a shortcut. Go back to the coffee factory entrance, then follow the path on the right. That will take you straight to the village. They may have increased security in that area, though.
Not surprising after what happened with the tank. What do I do once I'm back at the village?
Destroy the barricade at the north side. From there, you can reconnect with the transport route.
I'll need C4 for that. The explosion will bring everyone running, too. There's probably going to be a fight, one way or the other.
They might not see you if you stick to the narrower pathways. Then just climb over any obstacles. Don't let your guard down after taking out the barricade either.
So Amanda mistook you for Che Guevara, Snake. That's not too bad, huh?
Yeah, right. I'm not even worthy of polishing his boots.
Don't be so modest. From where I'm standing, your men see you as a great man.
As great as the century's most complete human being.
That's Sartre, right? Well, there's hardly been a more iconic figure of his times than Che.
Oh, he was more than that. He was a true revolutionary and a great warrior.
I'm with you there. Can you believe that when he first went to Cuba with Fidel, they had only 12 guys with them?
But they rallied. They brought in new recruits, won the support of the peasants, expanded their organization.
And in the end, they overthrew the Batista regime.
People flocked to them because they were honest. They won because they were strong. Those are the qualities that make men great.
Backed by the United States.
We've got a lot.
Winning in battle. You need to operation.
Got it.
Did you ever read Che Guevara's book?
I can't remember if I got to that one or not.
you. A lot of sneaking missions, too. Che was one of the first. Lawrence of Arabia. And Mao Zedong. And theory aside, Nicaragua's General Sandino was one of the first to put guerrilla tactics into practice, which explains why the Sandino named themselves after him.
If you think about it, guerrilla warfare itself has been around since ancient times. So many ways a small group can upset a large army.
He was a warrior who lived in the medieval era. He used unconventional tactics, maneuvers, and decoys to confuse the enemy. The best one, boiling water and human excrement on them.
Huh, sounds great.
That's serious.
We've got plenty of crap to...
Yeah, I'll think about it. Was one economic delegation. While he was there to discuss economic issues, Hiroshima the original itinerary. But he went anyway. He snuck out of his hotel and took an overnight train.
Travel. Well, sounds like shit, all right.
He visited painful for him to see how the victims suffered.
Nukes destroyed.
They put you through this, and still you do whatever America says. Those words really hit me hard. He said something else, too. Let us all love Hiroshima and its people.
I can believe it. Che never managed to numb himself.
And we can't have our boss wearing a raggedy old thing like that.
It was a gift, okay? It wouldn't be right to get rid of it.
And the comrade who gave it to him became his second wife.
No, nothing like that. It's important. Paz, you said Costa Rica has no army, right?
Correct. Constitution is abolished. It does permit armed forces for national defense.
Temporarily, then.
In effect, yes. But in the years since
Without an army, especially in a rough neighborhood like Central America.
with the right kind of diplomacy, if we live and earn the respect of other us, the 2 times Nicaragua actually did automatically under oil prices.
Doesn't that leave you depending on the U.S.?
It's true. San Jose was practice peaceful diplomacy. That is what I like to think.
That's one way to approach it, sure. How bad it looks.
Maybe so. I know my way of thinking probably, but it is not like we expect of misfortune and nip them in the kind of thinking that got me trapped in their base.
You haven't done anything wrong.
The army was abolished 25 years ago, after the Civil War. I learned about the ability of countrymen fighting each other the hard way. That is why it abolished its army. It is efforts into education instead. Was the slogan.
Educational, no question. Even teach reading and writing in between guerrilla campaigns.
Costa Rica was poor at the time. We did not have many resources. I suppose we had to or the schools.
Kaz was telling me Japan has a peace constitution too.
That is right. Apparently, when Costa Rica was drafting its constitution, they looked to the Japanese. Only, Japan's constitution renounces war itself.
Like Costa Rica.
But, Japan has a self-defense force, right? That I do not get. I think I will ask Mr. next time I see him. He said he used to be in the JSDF.
Huh. You're a curious one, are you? Don't... Is that you were saying peace is not the natural state of men? You said you learned it in school.
That is right. Are the words of the German philosopher Immanuel 95. He wrote a book titled Perpetual Peace. That it is precisely because peace is unnatural that we have to make it ourselves.
How?
That is what his book is about. Is the concept starting to sound interesting now?
Not really.
So, my grandparents war. If only we had been at peace. Actually wish for war?
It's not and civilians, but if someone attacks you, what are you supposed to do? A country needs the strength to defend itself. Otherwise,
if they would simply stop using
how would you guarantee that?
Sorry.
Love. That's not to say I too.
You are right, Snake. Thanks. Peace.
We are Sandinistas, the heirs of General Sandino's will.
Sandino, the father of modern guerrilla warfare.
To you, maybe. To us, he's more like a real father.
That why you named yourselves after him?
Of course. La Frente Sandinista de Liberación Nacional. The Sandinista Liberation Front is named in his honor. We share the general's goal. Country's freedom. In his day, from America. Ours, from despot Somoza.
All remains the same.
Patria libre o morir. That is our slogan. El Che used to say the same thing, you know.
Patria o muerte. The slogan of the Cuban Revolution. So, socialist revolution too?
No, it's not about ideology. We only want to live normal lives. We are sick of living in a country where you can be beaten for walking down the street, where you never know if your neighbor is snitching on you. Our goal is to give back the country to its people.
Yeah. The Cuban Revolution started out like
Muerte. There is no other fate. Augusto General and hero of Nicaragua. Years ago, conflict broke out between the political parties of Nicaragua. The U.S. Marines intervened in the name of restoring order. The only one who refused to their call for reconciliation was General Sandino.
Huh. Means That takes guts.
The general wasn't a professional soldier. Neither were his compadres. And they certainly could not match the Marines' equipment. But he used the land, lurking in the to harass the Marines.
I know. I've read. Yeah, but that was the 30s. Didn't the Depression have something to do with it? It takes cash to wait.
There's no denying what the general accomplished. People hailed him as the general de hombres libres, the general of free men. They loved him. He was assassinated by commander of
The father of the current Somoza.
Somoza had the way things were. The general may be dead, changed, but his will lives on inside each of us. We are the sons and daughters of...
How's the watermelon days?
Not bad. I hear the compas back home are hanging in there too. Name. I call you boss.
You used to hide your weapons in holiday right past the National Guard. Hey, the name caught on among sympathizers in the region and...
What are you talking about? The general's name sounds like the...
Damn it, God. A revolution to bring peace to your...
But it is the only way. Putting us. You want proof? Look at our country's history. Revolution is a means and not an end. Bring peace, we have to first eliminate that traitor.
Hear ya. If you've got a goal. I noticed you called Che Guevara El Che.
Not just us. Everyone in these parts does. Always his nickname. It does not feel right to call him by his last time I saw you. You look so much like him.
Huh. El Che, huh?
Sort of. Not in the face.
Hero to the Sandinistas, too.
Of course, FSLN was formed in the spirit of the idea.
Fidel Castro. You're trying to bring the Cuban Revolution to Nicaragua.
Well, we were. But Cuba isn't what it once was. Not since El Che left. He fought and died for the people. He worked harder than up his weekends to work on the farms and public works. As a volunteer, no less.
Yeah, He thought the ideals he applied in Cuba would work in
Maybe peasants, no matter how hard things got.
Yeah, I can sympathize with feed their revolutions.
If we had a
They were holding Chico. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
I'm seeing things. seeing things.
The gate's on the northwest side of the prison camp. Cut across the camp.
Reinforcements!
Negative. You can't spare reinforcements. You'll have to make do with what you have.
Come in, HQ!
This is HQ.
Hey! What the? You!
This is HQ. Stay vigilant.
We're under attack!
The barricade. To plant a C4 charge, hold down the aim button and press the attack button. Button without aiming to detonate it. Good work, Snake. Excellent. Now Snake, you there?
Yeah, what's up?
You've got to talk to Amanda.
What happened?
She wants to leave sickbay and get back on the battlefield, but she's not fully healed. She's still in crutches. Who'd be crazy enough to try and fight like that? You have to talk some sense into her.
Is she with you right now?
No, she's in sickbay. She keeps shouting about how she doesn't want to be there. She won't shut up about it. She's driving me.
Let her go.
What?
If that's what she wants, let her go.
I'm really not in the mood for jokes, Snake.
I'm serious. Let her go.
Why? So she can come back in a body bag?
I'm really not in the mood for jokes, Kaz.
What are you talking about?
Amanda isn't the type to just sit around in sickbay. She has a sense of duty. Her purpose in life is to fight. The battlefield isn't just the best thing for her, it's the best thing for her compass, too. She'll be a huge morale boost that can only benefit MSF.
You think so?
You're good at fighting, Kaz. One of the best. But you've got a lot to learn when it comes to people.
So, where should I put her?
I'll think it over and find a team for her. Don't worry. She won't let us down.
Whatever you say, boss.
fired.
Let's get this mission started. Complete the mission and proceed to the Fulton recovery point so we can get you back alive and well. Good luck out there.
As you're probably aware, this is a Fulton recovery mission. Be careful you don't shoot and kill any prisoners by accident, and don't forget to take the recovery kit with you. I'd suggest arming yourself with a tranquilizer gun just to be safe, so you don't kill any prisoners.
You called that giant chopper an hombre nuevo.
Si. It means new man.
New man?
There was nobody piloting that thing. It must be controlled by machine.
Yeah, it seems that way. No human being could pull off those crazy maneuvers.
But it's not crazy. It's smart. It thinks, too.
When we first saw it, one of your men said, "Pilot must be an hombre nuevo."
Me? I do not like the name.
Why?
Hombre nuevo was what El Che was striving to become. What all of us who joined the Sandinistas strive to become. That's why. An hombre nuevo is one who finds joy in virtue and voluntary labor. It makes me furious to see that name given to such a monster.
I'll bet. Chico called that helicopter El Colibri.
Our name for the hummingbird. You saw how that chopper moved, how it hovered in midair like a hummingbird?
A hell of a lot bigger than a bird, though.
True, but better than hombre nuevo, don't you think? When you get kidnapped by El Colibri, it's all over. They take you to a prison camp and torture you until you snitch on your compas.
That's what took Chico.
They have no mercy. Once you talk, they toss you out like trash. I knew this, and still I could not save Chico. If he cannot be saved, I will do what must be done.
Don't write him off like that. Sometimes you have to survive, even if it means sacrificing your honor. I'll get him back. I promise.
Your current objective is to retrieve the researchers. Commencing mission. You're in for some heavy combat with this one. Try and make it back in one piece. Neutralize the enemy troops. They haven't seen you yet. Perfect. Now's your chance.
Close by. The enemy's attacking! Going to alert status!
that tactic. You'll just have to attack the thing directly. They've okayed your